Welcome back, friends. Today we are going to solve LeetCode problem 1282, reverse vowels of a string. This question is asked in Google as it shows here, and let's just quickly go over what the question description is, and then we will discuss how we are going to solve this question. So write a function that takes a string as input and reverse only the vowels of a string, right? So they have given us two examples here, so let's take this example over here. So this is the input string that is given to us. So as you can see in this string, the vowels are basically a, e, I, o, u letters, right? So these are the vowel characters. So if you see here, I is the vowel, then o is the vowel, and e is the vowel, right? So what their question is saying that we have to reverse their ordering, right? So I should become the last character, so first character should become the last character, so E will come here instead of I. Then O will remain as it is, right, because in the middle. And when we are at E, we have to put a first character I, right? So basically we have reversed the order of the vowels, right? So that's what the question is. So now how we are going to solve this question? So what we are going to do is we will iterate this input string character by character, and we will check if the character we are on is a vowel basically, right? So let's just do this example like character by characters, and I can explain you at the same time how we are doing the implementation. So first we will start going character by character, right, in a for loop. So first we will read L. So L is not one of our vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U. So we will just uh, go to the next character, right? So next character we will go is I. So whenever we see, now I is one of the vowel here, right? I. So we will just create one list and we will put that I character in our list, right? And then we will keep going. Now we will go to N, then we will go to T, then we will go to C. So these we are not including our list because they are not vowels, right? When we reach O, this is again a vowel, so we will add this O into our list, right? And then we will keep going. D is not a vowel, E is a vowel, so we will again add now E into our list. So we have formed a list that we found in this string, right? Now what we will do is we will again iterate this string from beginning to end, and whenever so let's just do it, right? So we will iterate now again from beginning to end. So L is not a vowel, so we will put, like, we will use a string builder, right? String builder SB we will use, and we will just append. If it is not a vowel, we will just append the character as it is. So as you can see here, so we just append the character as it is. Now we reach the next character, which is I. So we will check if it is a vowel. Yes, it is a vowel, right? I is a vowel. So what we will do is we will start reading from the end of the list here, right? We will keep a pointer here, and we will put this pointer character here. So we put E here, right? And then we keep going. Now NTC, right? NTC, we are not doing anything for NTC because those are not vowels. Now we reach O, right? So now O is a vowel, so we will put our pointer here. After we used E, we will move our pointer to next vowel here. So we are going in the reverse direction in the linked list, right? Now we will put that O here. So we put O here from the list, and we again moved our pointer to here, right? We are going in reverse direction. So D means we will just put D, it's not a vowel. And when we come to E, we are now going to put I here, right? Instead, uh, so we will replace E with I. So that is how we are going to solve the reverse vowels of a string. So let me show you the code implementation that we have. So here I just created list of characters. It's an array list. Now we are first iterating through the string S character by character and checking if it is a vowel. We are adding that into our list, right? The character. So this is order of n. So I'll just write down. So this one is order of n, because if n is the number of characters in string s, right? Now we have created one variable called as list.size -1. So we are pointing at the last character in the list, right? And we created a string builder here. Now again we are iterating uh, the we are just iterating the s now, right? Again, so this is again order of n, because n is number of characters in a string. Okay, so this is again a for loop. Again we will check character by character, and whenever we found a vowel, then we are just appending the list's last character, right? And we are going to decrement j. So it will basically, if we used we will start with last character, and we will keep go j minus minus j minus minus, like that. We will keep going j minus minus here. And if it's not a vowel, just simply we will just append that character to the string, right? And at the end we will just do sb.toString. So this is the approach. So the time complexity, as you can see here, is a order of n, because we are just doing two for loops but they are separate. And space complexity is we are using string builder to hold n characters, as well as we have string to hold n characters. So you can say it is order of n is the space complexity, as well as time complexity. So let's let's run some test data here and make sure. Let's just take the same example that we have actually demonstrated. So as you can see, now we are getting the correct result here. So we are getting the reversed vowels of a string. So we'll just submit this solution. So our solution is 85% better in than other submissions, so which is pretty good. So this is the way you can solve reverse vowels of a string problem. And this problem is asked in Google, so make sure you understand the problem as well as the time and space complexity that we have done in this solution. So if you I many times create like videos related to lead code solutions and discusses different approaches to solve problems. So please check out my playlist. It has over 80 solved problems and explained with examples in details, as well as their time and space complexity. So please check it out. As well as I have a Java interview playlist that is helpful if you are preparing for Java interviews or telephonic interviews or coding interviews. So please check them out. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Your subscription will be like really helpful for channel to reach to more people like you who are preparing for Java interviews. So please subscribe, and thanks for watching the video.